In 1910, a man spent nearly every waking hour preparing for a future he believed would bring him happiness. He saved relentlessly, postponed vacations, ignored friendships, and delayed every joy, convinced that one day everything would finally be perfect. But when that future arrived, he discovered something heartbreaking. While he had been busy planning tomorrow, life had quietly happened without him, and the abandoned places he left behind would become a reminder of a lesson many people still struggle to learn today. In the spring of 1910, in the growing city of Detroit, Michigan, a 32-year-old accountant named William Harper lived a life built entirely around the future. America was changing rapidly. Factories expanded across the country, automobiles were transforming transportation, and countless families dreamed of prosperity. William was among them. Unlike many people, William never wasted money. He recorded every expense in carefully organized notebooks. Every dollar earned had a purpose. Every decision was measured against long-term goals. His friends admired his discipline. His family praised his responsibility, yet very few noticed what he was sacrificing. Whenever co-workers invited him to celebrations, William declined. When friends planned fishing trips, he stayed home. When relatives gathered for holidays, he often left early to continue working. His favorite phrase became, "Someday, when everything is ready." To William, happiness was always waiting in the future, never today. By 1912, he had accumulated enough savings to purchase land outside the city. The property overlooked a quiet lake surrounded by trees. William imagined building a beautiful family estate there one day. He visited often. Standing on the empty land, he would picture the future. A larger house, financial freedom, peace, success. Everything would be perfect. Eventually. But the years kept passing. In 1914, Europe entered war and economic uncertainty reached America. While others worried, William became even more focused on preparation. Save more. Work harder. Plan further ahead. His notebooks filled with calculations stretching years into the future. Yet his life remained strangely empty. One evening, his younger sister Margaret visited him. "You talk about tomorrow more than anyone I know," she said. William smiled. "Because tomorrow is what we're working for." Margaret looked around his quiet house. "And what about today?" William laughed softly. "I'll enjoy today after I've secured tomorrow." Margaret never forgot that answer. Neither with William. By 1917, America entered the First World War. Friends enlisted. Neighbors moved away. Entire communities changed. Life felt increasingly uncertain. Yet William continued postponing happiness. He still owned the lakeside property, still planned his dream home, still promised himself that real living would begin later. Then tragedy arrived unexpectedly. His father passed away after a sudden illness. The loss shocked the entire family. During the funeral, William found himself surrounded by relatives sharing stories. They remembered fishing trips, family gatherings, summer adventures, simple moments of laughter. William listened quietly, because many of those memories did not include him. He had been working, planning, preparing, saving. The realization unsettled him, but old habits remained powerful. After the funeral, he returned to work and buried himself even deeper in future plans. Years passed. By 1922, William had finally accumulated substantial wealth. The future he dreamed about seemed close. Construction on his lakeside estate finally began. Workers cleared land. Foundations were poured. Blueprints became reality. For the first time, William believed his reward had arrived. Then disaster struck. A severe financial downturn affected several investments connected to the project. Construction slowed dramatically. Costs rose unexpectedly. The dream house remained unfinished. Month after month, work stopped and restarted. Eventually, the project was abandoned altogether. The half-finished structure stood alone beside the lake. Empty. Silent. Unfinished. A monument to plans that never became reality. William visited often. Standing among weathered beams and unfinished walls, he reflected on the years behind him. For the first time, he saw something clearly. The abandoned building was not merely a failed project. It represented something much larger. It represented the life he had postponed, the friendships he neglected, the experiences he delayed, the happiness he continuously moved into the future. One autumn evening, while sitting beside the lake, William watched the sunset reflecting across the water. The scene was beautiful, simple, peaceful, and completely free. No plan had created it. No calculation had produced it. It existed only in the present moment.
Suddenly he understood what years of preparation had hidden from him. The future was never guaranteed. Only the present was. Over the following years, William changed. He still worked hard, still planned responsibly, but he stopped sacrificing every joy for a future that might never arrive. He traveled, visited relatives, spent time with friends, took long walks around the lake. Most importantly, he learned how to appreciate ordinary moments while they were happening. The unfinished structure remained beside the water for decades. Local residents eventually referred to it as Harper House, one of the area's forgotten abandoned places. Visitors often wondered why construction had stopped. Most never knew the real story. The mystery wasn't about money. It wasn't about architecture. It was about a man who spent so much time preparing for life that he nearly forgot to live it. Today, countless abandoned projects across America tell similar stories. Empty factories, unfinished homes, forgotten developments. Each one reminds us of something important. Plans matter. Preparation matters. Responsibility matters. But there is a difference between preparing for the future and living entirely inside it. Because while tomorrow deserves attention, today deserves appreciation. And sometimes the greatest historical mystery isn't why a place was abandoned. It's why so many people abandon the present, while chasing a future they may never reach. William Harper's unfinished dream still whispers that lesson across time. The future is important. But if you spend your entire life waiting for the perfect tomorrow, you may accidentally miss the beautiful today that was already yours.